Alright, crypto crew, just bringing you another tutorial here from the car. So, got to do what you got to do. Now, just wanted to jump onto the wallets. So, for anyone that's looking at purchasing cryptocurrency, you will need to store that currency in a wallet. Now, that wallet could be for uh, Bitcoin or for Ethereum or Litecoin, all the different ones. So obviously, we're going to need to download your wallet and place that somewhere. Now, you can either store that on your phone. There's apps available for most of these wallets, or you could store your money within an application like Jaxx or Exodus. Now, one thing that you can also do is store money in an exchange. I would recommend against that because the exchange holds that money, and at any stage, if for example that exchange goes down or they disappear or do an exit scam or whatever it is, you'll lose that cryptocurrency and your money. So you want to keep your money safe. You can keep that in one of these paper wallets. There is also hardware or cold wallets. We can go through that at a later stage, but to begin with, we'll start off with the Jaxx wallet that I've been using quite a bit. So to jump onto that, just jump into Google. You can type Jaxx, and it'll bring you to the Jaxx website. So if you open up that link, you'll see their website here, and you can go through and have a bit of a read on as to all the things they provide, but we'll just jump through and assume that you wanted to download and install the Jaxx wallet. So if you click on the Get Jaxx Free, and as you can see there's a bunch of different different operating systems you can install that on. So if you're a iOS user or Linux or whatever you're using, there's all the different applications there, so which is good to see. Now, if we're downloading, for example, I've got the Windows here, so I'm downloading the Windows exe file, or you can download it in a zip. I'm just going to download the executable file, and we want to save that file. It's quite small size, so once that's downloaded, alright, so we want to open that to install. Now, straight away, it'll be given a prompt with any release notes, so you can read through or you can jump straight in. Now, what you want to do is accept the policy. Now, everyone reads through those, I'm pretty sure, so let's hit accept. And we are on the main screen, or the start screen, which is the create new wallet or pair and restore your wallet. Now, for most people, if you haven't set anything up, then we're obviously going to create a new one. Anyone that wants to pair, say for example, pairing your wallet from your phone to the wallet on your computer, or vice versa, or even pairing between multiple computers, you'll be asked a prompt of codes, which is your, I guess, key to your wallet. So we'll just jump through and start a new one, assuming that people haven't. Now, there's the Express or Custom. I'm just going to go into the Custom for the moment, as the Express is just a really quick one, and we'll go through all the options in the Custom. So what it's going to ask you straight up, okay, what type of wallets do you want? So the Jaxx wallet holds quite a few different currencies in there, so you can scroll through and see them all. At any stage, you can switch these on and off, so don't worry about if you only just turn on one or two at the moment. You can turn them all on later on, or just the ones that you actually require. So let's just go, for example, some big ones: Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Litecoin. So once we've selected those, we'll go continue. Now, currency, depending on what currency you're using for this. So I'm assuming most people will be Australian if you're watching this video. here in Australia. We go through and continue, and then it asks if you'd like to back up the wallet. Now, you can skip this process and come back to it. I would recommend backing up your wallet. As a lot of people know, there's people out there that have bought Bitcoin at whatever cents it was when it first came out, and they have 1,000 of those sitting in a wallet somewhere. They don't have that backup, so a lot of people have lost out on a lot of money. So what we're going to do here is go through and actually back up this wallet. So I'm going to say yes and then continue. Now here I'm not actually using this account long term, so this is only just to show you guys how to set this up. So I'm happy for everyone to see what's going on here in this backup phrase. So if anyone wants to jump into this one, go for it. So as you can see, there's 12 words, and that's the backup phrase. So you would want to write that down and keep that hidden away, whether or not you print it off, screenshot it, send it to your email, put it in your safe, or stick it under your mattress, whatever. That's your backup phrase. Don't lose that. So as you go through, you would need to type those in there. So I am not going to go through and manually type that in, but once you've done that, you basically have activated that backup phrase. So I'm just for demonstration purposes going to skip on that one. And then you also have the security pin. So for the pin, you can set up a pin when transferring transferring currency from one place to another, or doing any changes to your account. So depending on how you get freaked out about security, that's your choice. Personally, I use a security pin. So for this demonstration, I'll just hit skip. It's pretty straightforward. It's a four code pin. Now it's going to jump in straight away. First thing it's going to do is initialize that wallet, and bang, straight away here's the Bitcoin address. So this is a Bitcoin address now set up for me to use. So from here we can receive and send funds. As you can see, the QR code is set for this Bitcoin address. If I was to jump through into the Ethereum and click on Ethereum, it'll initialize that wallet for Ethereum and give me a separate address for that wallet. And as you can see, the QR codes are different. The actual code itself for the Ethereum address is different. And the same thing with Litecoin if we jumped into there. But one of the the features we have here on the QR code is that you can select it and it'll actually open up, and you can copy that code and send it to someone, or if they want to just scan your QR code, that's another option you have. What we have also is the receive and send. So for example, if I was to receive an amount, I can either generate an amount and say I'm looking for 1 Ethereum and generate a code. This code would be sent to someone can scan that, and it'll actually have that value requested on there. So it'll pre-fill in all your information when trying to send money through to that person. Saves a little bit of time instead of you typing in how much money to send, etc. We can also send, and sending, we have the receiving address. So you can either copy and paste the receiving address into that field, or you can scan the barcode. Now what you'll have is your maximum spend amount as well underneath that, because with all transactions on the blockchain network, there is a mining fee or a gas fee that's applied to those transactions to basically pay for the maintenance of the blockchain or that currency. One of the things I'll quickly show you as well is around the shapeshift functionality within the Jaxx wallet. So what that means is that on this little fox icon, shapeshift from Ethereum to Bitcoin, or from Ethereum to Ethereum Classic, or any of those combinations. So as you actually add more wallets, you could shapeshift into Civic or any of them that are allowed. So there is a small fee applied to that, and you would then need to work out whether or not it is worthwhile doing a shapeshift or purchasing through an exchange. The transaction history will be located on the right hand side, which will detail out all your transactions for that currency. Now the other thing we have on the side is just the options here, which allow you to change some settings and also some tools in there. Add additional wallets, so at any stage you can turn these wallets on, and also change your currency from Australian dollars to Canadian or US dollar or whatever is available here, so you can go through and change as required. So the only other thing I want to say here is the function of transaction fees, which you can change, which you would need to, I guess, learn a bit more about what the gas limits are. It's more like the amount of money you're willing to spend for that transaction to occur on the blockchain. By changing that figure, it can make your transaction occur slower or faster, but at the end of the day, the gas that's placed in that field is standard. You will unlikely need to change that figure unless you're requiring that transaction to occur quite quickly. So I would recommend staying with the standard gas limit there. I think that's really about it for the Jaxx wallet. Jump back into the Discord channel, put some more questions in there just to keep up to date. Hopefully next video will be on the Exodus wallet or on another type of paper wallet. If anyone's keen to check something else out or want to know a bit more about something else, just let me know in the tutorial section of the channel. Other than that, that's really about it from me. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.